Hi, Jamie Elmer here. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'll be talking with you about the weekend I'll be teaching at Yoga Story in Bentonville, Arkansas, this coming April 27th, 28th, and 29th of 2018. So it is a full weekend that we have planned, and I'll be teaching class workshops for the general public of all levels, and also workshops for teachers and teachers in training. So if you are a teacher or a teacher in training, these workshops are a great learning experience for you. You will learn a lot and also receive continued education credits, which are needed. So first, a little bit more about the public workshop classes. These classes are called Align and Refine, and each class will be completely different. So we will be examining really the priorities of certain poses, the joint actions in those poses, and how to work towards what I describe as a peak pose. Now, a peak pose doesn't mean that you're going to tie yourself in a knot, and it doesn't mean that your body is going to do something that it's not designed to do, and that's a lot of what you will be learning. You'll be learning more about how your body works. You'll learn the priority in the pose so that you're working towards a peak pose in that family of poses that is really appropriate, healing, and balancing for you. So oftentimes I notice as I travel around and teach that many students and many teachers don't really know the priority in every single pose. And so if you don't know the priority in the pose or what you're working towards, how do you know how to practice the pose? And that's a lot of what we will be looking at in these public workshop classes. The other thing I hear a lot is the full expression of the pose. And I would like you to just forget that phrase while I'm there that weekend, because each individual will have their own full expression of the pose. We're not trying to be goal-oriented as to what we're working towards, but really learn what is the priority in this pose, and therefore, how should I be practicing this pose for my body? So again, the public workshop classes, if you've been practicing yoga for 2 days, 2 weeks, there's a place in those classes for you, or 40 years. You'll learn a lot about your body, your breath, your practice, and leave with a lot more information on how to stay safe long-term in your practice. Now, the continued education workshops, you will receive continued ed credit and hours for those that you can use with the Yoga Alliance. And as I mentioned, these are great for either teachers or teachers in training. And they'll really complement the Align and Refine classes. So if you're a teacher, it is great if you can do both, the Align and Refine classes and the Seeing Bodies workshops for teachers. If you can't do all of them or you can't do both, that's fine too. But we'll be seeing bodies, using each other as examples of what really we're looking for, again, as a priority in the pose, and then learning how to make adjustments to work towards that priority. And real importantly, we'll be learning how to say it. So oftentimes, even if a teacher does know what they're looking for in a pose and what the priority in the pose is, oftentimes teachers tell me that they don't know how to say it. What do I say in order for this to happen in the body? And that's exactly what we will break down. So we'll take a series of poses within a sequence. We'll look at what those joint actions are. We'll look at the priority in the body for those poses. And you will also learn with a printed out take-home sheet the verbal cues that I find most effective to teach the pose well. So both the Align and Refine classes for the public and the Seeing Bodies workshops for teachers or teachers in training really complement each other. Although if you can't do the whole weekend, I completely understand. Come to what you can. And I really look forward to being there. It's my first time in Bentonville, Arkansas. So again, it's April 27th, 28th, 29th of this year, 2018. And to learn more about me and the other work that I do, please visit my website, jamieelmeryoga.com. I also have a YouTube channel, Jamie Elmer Yoga, and I have a streaming yoga video membership site so that we can practice together when I'm not in town. And you can access that site at jamieelmeryoga.com also. Any questions, feel free to reach out. Again, I really look forward to being there, meeting you, working with you, and I will see you soon. Have a great day. Gonna use my arms.